Utah is going to be at USC here on Saturday night. And in this one, you got a USC team now up to a 7 point favorite. The line isn't really moving, I don't think, on Cam Rising's status. I mean, to me, it feels like, you know, he's never going to play. I don't know why we're, in this situation, uh, dealing with this every week like this, and why the line goes up thinking he's going to play and all that. But I'm sure I could read more into the situation and, uh, you know, like I said, I already said I thought the guy was getting bad advice and that they're trying to hold him out just to, keep his draft status the way it is. And, because he is an NFL caliber quarterback. But it really hasn't hurt Utah at, this season, right? Has it? So, um, so they've gotten by with their two quarterbacks. They've got a running quarterback. They've got a passing quarterback, really, to a certain extent. And uh, Utah on the road, they won at Baylor 20-13, and they lost at Oregon State 21-7. Now the offense has been affected without Rising. There's no doubt about it. But we know that Utah has a very strong defense, no doubt. But Utah has been held under 275 yards in 3 of their 5 games against Division 1A competition. Now, for USC, they they're averaging 50, 51, 52 points per game. Right now, they've been favored by 20 or more points in their first 6 games, but here they are favored by just 7 against a tough rival like Utah, who's won the last 3 games in this series, and they've always racked up big points against USC. Utah has scored 43, 47, and 42 points in the last 3 matchups against USC, and we've already seen USC have there's some type of issues defensively. They don't look to be national title worthy. It looks like to me because they're you know we saw it in some games already. And don't forget, these two teams did play in that championship game last year, and remember how it got away from them, and Utah ended up winning the game 47-24. So this series is a solid over, but this total, which opened 55.5 and went as high as 57.5, is now down to 53, and it's scary because I want to try the under here, but like I said, over 7-1-1 in this series in the last 9 games. And like I said, I mean, we know that Williams is I don't know, he's starting to look kind of quirky in a way or whatever, but you can't argue with these numbers right now, and he's still the favorite to win the Heisman Trophy. No reason why he shouldn't. You could throw out the other candidates, and yes, no one wins back to back. Maybe they'll try to find, but remember, these are voters now that get it done, that do this. And is anybody really rising to the top of the Heisman chase that could possibly beat to that could possibly uh, you know beat Williams? Will voters really, if he continues in this fashion? So, all right. Uh, so far under Lincoln Riley, USC has not been a terrific favorite, just 6-8 against the spread with Riley. And I mentioned all that USC offensive success. They still have given up a ton of points in those games. They've given up 41, 41 and 48 points. So they might be, all their games, you could figure games are averaging 90 points sometimes with these guys. But uh, this is a pretty serious move to the under in this game. Who in their right mind would do this, right? Only guys who are uh, the bookmakers. Are they giving away free money here, or is this actually going to be, a low scoring, dominant game here, possibly by USC? Can Utah stay in this game at all and put up any points, enough points to uh, get it over the total? Because I'm telling you, the handicappers I've seen are all over USC. They're not, into it at all. Uh, Here's the problem: Utah on the as a 2-9, their last 11 games as a road underdog, 2-9 against the spread as a road underdog. Are they killer in the Pac-12 as against the spread? Yeah, but 2-9 against the spread in the last 11 games as a road underdog. So, all right. Well, look, I'll just roll with it here and just. I guess USC is going to roll these guys and cover. I don't know. Utah's 5-1 here in this, coming in. They've obviously been able to have some success in these games uh, with a record like that. So I'll take the under. I trust this move. And even though everything would point to, you know, the one thing is that Utah doesn't, there. I don't expect Rising to be in. If it does, the total's going to go way back up. The total would not be 53 if there was any indication. He is listed as questionable here for yet another week, but every time when we get to it, he's never playing. So you'll have, uh, you know, Johnson, you'll have Barnes again, and you have that defense. That's what Utah is going to rely on here. And I'm sure they'll be able to, Whittingham, right? You're not going to not trust this guy, are you? USC, yeah, they don't get numbers. They're 6-1, you guys, no doubt. They're a great team. They're nearly national championship caliber. Nearly. They're 2-5 against the spread. 6-1 straight up to now. Like I said, they've been laying 20 points, but they're playing Utah, who's got all that defense. Over, this series goes over. USC's been going over. I'm gonna think that Utah needs all the defense in the world to stay in this game, and they're a team that can do it. USC undisciplined,